Okay, so we used our water. We have our background. It's perfect. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna give mine a little bit more color. So now we can take whatever's left of the blue paint in the palette. We can put just like one little drop of black, like the tiniest drop of black into the blue. And we can mix that up so it's a nice dark color, darker blue color. And then we're going to go kind of across the middle here towards towards the bottom, just to kind of create some depth here with the blue color. So we'll just blend that in as best I can. My goodness. So it should be darker along this area, like 3/4 of the way. So yes, the next color that we have to mix is pink. So we're gonna take white paint and then we're gonna add just a little bit of red to it, not a lot, like just a drop of red. A smaller size brush here. As you can see, I'm using the angle brush, but if you have a flat brush, that's okay too. Or a round brush. Make pink by mixing white. You're gonna pour with the white first, and then you're gonna add just a drop of red. Not so the pink, we're not gonna use all of it. We're gonna take the big brush again, and it's can be like still a little bit wet, and we'll dip it in the pink just a little bit, not too much, and then we will put it at the top actually, and it's gonna come down just a few strokes. So we have the light shining through the water now, the depths of the ocean. So the next part is we're gonna draw the tentacles, the two tentacles, and the two starfish. So this is where it's gonna get complicated. So the first step is to make the light blue color. So the same, we made the pink, we'll come back to the pink. Now you wanna put the white again in a separate area and put just a drop of the blue, not too much, just a little bit. And so now I have pink and blue together. The way we're gonna do it is you're gonna, as best you can, you're gonna draw the shape of your tentacles in the blue and kind of shape them out where they get thicker at the bottom and thinner at the top. And you can add like a little coil to them. And like this one, I did it wraps all the way around. And then the pink is actually gonna outline it after. Yeah, it's easier if you start with whatever the swivel stroke is gonna be, and then you build it out from there. Here, let me show. Find the right brush. I use one of these smaller size brushes. I'm gonna start here. And we'll arch it over. And we can go ahead and fill it in once you have the shape of the tentacle. Okay, so I have my first one. All right, I don't know if you guys can see. See how I just start with one squiggly line and then we can build it out from there. So like so. Okay, so I think I have my two tentacles. So once you have your two tentacles, I hope you left room in this little corner because that's where the little starfish are gonna go. Let me make this a little bit more blue. Stars, it's just really simple. I just make it 5 little dashes. So make sure you make the arms a little bit thicker than just a regular point because we're going to put some decoration inside the arms.
Okay.
So we'll do one larger and another one that's a little bit smaller. So once you have the shapes of everything and you like the way your stars look, we can outline the tentacles with the pink. So for that, we'll clean our brush really quick and then go back to the pink that we made earlier. Okay, so this is where we are. I'm gonna rinse my or clean my brush and I'm gonna start outlining with the pink. And I'm gonna use the same size brush, but if you wanna use a smaller brush, actually maybe I will use a smaller brush. It's gonna be more difficult. Okay. Okay, so I outlined one of them. Oops. Now we can do the other one. It is hard work, isn't it? So I'm almost done outlining. All right, let's see. So now that we have our tentacles, let's see, we can use now the orange. The next colors we'll need are we'll still need the pink. Maybe we do the pink next. Pink, orange, and blue, and red, and white. We're gonna use this brush again. And the brush into the canvas and I twirl it so it makes a circle. Oops. bunch of those. Mine is dripping because I didn't plan it out well. But so we're gonna stagger them. So you see how I have the pink, they're not all in one place, they're kind of spread out. And I have smaller ones at the top and then bigger ones at the bottom. So ay, ay, ay. You can do a variation between the pink, orange, the royal blue, and the white. Oh, no, the pink, the orange, and the royal blue are gonna be the circles. And then the accents on them, we can use red, white, and pink. Okay, let me switch to orange now. So we can mix these up with the orange and the pink. Okay. Let's do some blue. So I have the pink and orange. Now I'm gonna do some blue of the dark, like the royal blue. Okay. Bam. Amazing. You gotta take your time when you do it. Maybe I have to put light blue in mine. I don't know yet. Okay, so now we have all of the little tentacles, suction cups. We can do the little, okay, so I guess the first thing we can do is the decorations on the starfish. And I'm gonna take the back of my little brush and dip it in the orange and just do dots. Oops, let me go closer to the camera. Okay, I think you can see. I'm gonna do 4 little dots going out on each side, and you probably have to dip your brush each time, like that. Okay. I feel like we're just gonna go all around the outside of this guy with the orange. Creative with the orange and do some decorations on the pink or the blue tentacles. I like to do, I've done a variation of like swirls and little dots. So you guys can get creative and put maybe little dashes or something. Nice. Let's see. I'm gonna try the orange on top of the pink here. And just do 1 dot and a bunch of dots around it. So I'm gonna move to the blue color. And so I'm gonna go around the, what's this thing called? The sea star, starfish again. With the blue. Let's see how it goes. Also did the big sea star with the orange, but I didn't do the little sea star. So I'm gonna use the blue on the little sea star. and just go around the border of the shape. This one's a long one today. I hope you guys can see it. And then I'm gonna take, so once I do the sea stars, I'm gonna take the blue and I'm gonna do some more designs on the tentacles as well. Maybe. And then you can also use white or red to finish your patterns. Like I'm gonna use white and go on the inside of both of my stars real quick and do some more patterns. This is basically the part where you can have fun and make it exciting.
And that's it. We will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.